Hey, my name is Brittany Bly. I'm the founder of PopShopAmerica.com. I went a little crazy getting DIY kits from Bramble Berry. Now, of course, I make craft supply kits and we ship them out like crazy, so I can't resist a good kit. So let me show you what I've done. It's kind of intense. Let's just keep going. And we're going to keep going. I got all these bad boys online. It actually was really affordable. I got all of these in a 20% off sale at Bramble Berry. So all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kits were about $182. I did pay for shipping. The shipping was maybe 20 of those dollars. So let's go ahead and open them all up, see what's inside, check out the quality, and we'll make one together. The first one we've got right here is a succulent soap making kit. It was impossible to pick which kits I wanted. I got one from every single category, but there were so many that looked cool that I had to check them all out. So the first thing that I noticed, actually, I want to show you one more kit. This is also a soap making kit from a different company. These were the same price, and this one I'm very excited about too, so I don't want to say any hater stuff on this. But this was pretty exciting. This was really hard to not open it yet. So I'm really excited to be opening it right now. That being said, this is really messy. I don't know why somebody that works there can't just come along and pull these just to make it a professional experience. So I'm showing you this one, but just really quickly, let me show you this other one too. Every single kit we got has stuff coming out of everywhere. I ship kits all day long, every day. We never ship out kits that look like this. Pull the crinkle paper out of the sides. It takes a second, and this already looks so much better. But let's go ahead and open it up. So we've got a succulent soap kit. Oh, this is nice. The instructions look really clear, really easy to read, right on top. They're really nice. I'm always happy when I see instructions that have full color photos that are very clear, which step comes first and second. All of this looks like this is going to be fairly easy to follow, which makes me feel happy. So we've got our instructions right on top. Underneath that, this looks like some soap colorant. Yeah, green chrome color block colorant, Kelly green color block colorant. So our soap colorant to make our soaps these succulent greens. And then a ridiculous amount of crinkle paper. I don't know if there's any way to avoid crinkle paper in a DIY kit. You always have so many different supplies that are different shapes, and there can be just a touch of variation. So I think this crinkle paper is going to happen. The thing that for me is challenging is I don't want to waste anything like this. There's no way I'm going to throw this away. I have to use this for something. So I think as a home consumer, for me, it's a little bit different because we make and sell craft supply kits. Like this is very easy for me to reuse professionally. But I think if you're just purchasing this for your home, it's like all of a sudden, how am I going to use this for a birthday party or a wedding or, you know, it's kind of a lot to store. So I wish this were not a problem, but I don't know of a way to solve that. We've got Agave Extract, and it's actually Agave Extract if you read the label. So I don't know why that's a thing, but. And right here, I have my Lush Succulent Fragrance Oil. Let's open this up and smell this right now before we move on. It smells fresh and light, but it's definitely a fragrance oil. Don't mistake this with an essential oil. I don't really care for fragrances usually. They just don't smell right. They smell like kind of chemically. It's just not my personal taste. This one I think is on the cleaner, lighter side, so it's okay. But if you're thinking about getting this kit for yourself, It's definitely a fragrance. It's not an essential oil. Oh, this is a lot. So we've got a soap base right here. This is, it's an aloe soap base, and it's pretty clear. And then we've got one more. We've got a white soap base. It doesn't say what it is. So I don't know if this is goat milk. I don't know if this is glycerin. That's probably going to be a problem. I'm going to look in the kit instructions, but for anyone that has allergies or sensitivities, this should really be labeled with what kind of soap this is. And last, we've got a really nice mold. This is a silicone succulent shaped soap mold. It's all the same shape, but it's 4 pieces, and this is a really lovely quality. That's everything inside of this kit. Let's go ahead and put our crinkle paper back in here, and let's open up our next kit. Now, I hate to open 2 soap kits in a row, so instead I'm going to open up this dark crystal candle kit. Anything that's called dark crystal, I mean, how could I not get that? So this was a no-brainer for me. There were a lot of different candle kits. This is certainly not the only one. This is just the one that appealed to me. So again, we've got our instructions right on top, which is really nice. So we know exactly what all of the contents are and what this is. One thing that's really great about this is that it does have a kit inclusion list, which is helpful so that as you're digging through it, you know what to look for. You won't accidentally throw away little pieces that are inside the crinkle paper. And it even has some contact instructions, which is really nice. So let's kind of read through that. If you have any questions, you can email Bramble Berry or give us a call, and just some basic kind of help information as well. So it looks like we've got this glitter right here. Now, one thing I will say about these boxes in general, I don't understand having all of these items in plastic bags like this and just having like a sticker label. I don't think that the quality of this is as professional as other kits. I mean, this is not how we put together kits. I can say from the amount of glitter that's in here in a loose bag, they must have been breaking down glitter in their office to make it this way, which is kind of nonsense when you know the cost of glitter wholesale, the cost of glitter retail. There's no reason that it needs to be in a bag like this where it's going to stick to the sides. When you open this, it's going to immediately go everywhere. Like, this could be bottled and it would be easier to work with, cheaper for them. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. And I think that the quality of this could be a little bit more professional in general. I felt that way with the first kit too. So much crinkle paper. Here we go. On to the contents, which is the fun stuff. We have a lot of tins. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think, candle vessels. So this is what our finished candles are going to go into. That's a lot. I mean, that's a really nice amount for a kit. I mean, again, all of these kits were in the maybe $30, $40 range. I got them 20% off. So it couldn't have been the only sale that they have. I would definitely check them out if you ever see that they're having another sale. This is a very strange. This is boo-boo. It's like they need to work on this. There's a lot of wax right here. It's golden wax 464. So this is actually a pretty high quality wax, which is nice. And it's 2 pounds, which is a very decent amount. I'm not sure if 2 pounds is actually going to work for all 10 of these. This sounds a little bit short. Maybe these are a little bit smaller than what they seem. But this is, I mean, what are y'all doing? This is not cute. This could improve. If I didn't know better, I could throw this away and not even realize that there was something in here. I see. And it's our candle wicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, great. Right amount of wicks. They're actually really nice quality as well. Hopefully you guys can really see the detail. They're so thin and small, I know. But these are quite thick, and you can tell that they're like a woven, like a high-end cotton. So these are going to burn really slowly, which means that this is pretty nice. But like, this is nonsense. This should be labeled with wicks. These should be out in the open. Like, you could literally twist tie these together and put them right on top so that we see them. This could get thrown away way too easily, and it's not labeled at all. And a paper lunch sack is not, it's not cute. Now, there's one thing that I didn't open up from this dark crystal candle making kit, and that is apparently a huge bottle of dark crystal fragrance oil. This is all taped up to seal it. It doesn't have a tamper seal. It's like taped with like electrical tape, so I think it's done by hand. I understand why somebody would want to do that before shipping it. Sometimes bottles like this, you'd be shocked, like the lid just magically unscrews itself in shipping, and you just end up with a wet box, you know, when the recipient receives this kit. But I mean, that could just be a tamper seal, so that's a little strange. It doesn't have a dropper on top, and there's no pipette included. So they're missing a very important supply to be able to put this together. Dark crystal. Again, this is a fragrance oil, not an essential oil. So I was a little bit unclear if I would like this, but both of these smell really high quality, really nice. I think that for fragrances, these are really nice. I would prefer, in my dream world for Bramble Berry kits, I would prefer an essential oil or even an option. Do you want fragrances? Do you want essential oils? I would always opt for something that's natural. But this is a really nice quality, so I'm not unhappy with it. It's also a ton. This is 3.5 ounces. I don't know how in the world I'm going to use 3.5 ounces of fragrance for these candles. That's a lot. Again, I don't even know how I'm going to get the fragrance in the candles because I don't have a pipette or a dropper. It doesn't have a dropper vial on top of this bottle. I guess I'm just literally going to have to pour this into the candles, and it didn't have any popsicle sticks, so like, how am I supposed to stir this into the candle wax? I guess I would use my own. I think that they're missing some really necessary supplies for a candle making kit. Additionally, our candle kits are like the most popular thing we make, so I literally make candle kits all day long every day. How am I going to melt this wax? I have to supply items myself, you know, that aren't included in the kit. This is not a complete kit. So if you were taking this on, for example, a work retreat, and you bring 10 of them with you so that everybody at the team building can make their own candles, you're not going to have what you need. I need popsicle sticks. I need a pipette. I need a way to melt this wax. So perhaps a mason jar, maybe a microwave safe bowl, something. So great kit, missing some really important things. This is a disaster waiting to happen. This is loose glitter in a bag. This is the herpes of craft supplies. This has a lip right here. It doesn't have a pour spout. It's not in a bottle. I'm going to have to open this. Glitter, you can see it sticks to the bag. Like, it's going to go everywhere. It's going to get all over my hands. It's going to get everywhere that you're working. There's a better way. There's a better way for this. This is ridiculous. Glitter. Don't put glitter in a bag. That's my rant. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Don't put glitter in a bag. Let's open our third kit. Now we've got a rose and lavender face mask kit. This one I was really unsure about, but I just went for it. The reason that I was unsure is it seemed like a creamy face mask, like that there were even elements of like a lotion or something that we were going to put in here. And it seems like things that would maybe clog your pores more than, you know, refine your pores. So I thought that was a little bit unusual. And indeed, it does say aloe lotion base is in our, inside of our kit. So I'm nervous, but, you know, we'll try it. I'm sure it'll be fine. They, you know what they're doing. We also, in the dark crystal candle kit and in this kit, I believe we have some labels. So I'm going to actually open this up for the first time so you can see. Yeah, these are really cute. I love these labels. So these are going to go on all of our jars once they're finished. This is really nice. It's got their logo down at the bottom. We've got some different shapes. Everything is pre-cut. Oh my God, y'all. Did they do it on the wrong side? No, okay, good. Whew. So it's actually a weird way that it unsticks. So I actually thought for a second that it was printed on the wrong side, but no, it's totally perfect. Again, the world's most largest supply of crinkle paper. We do this too. I mean, anyone that's making a kit, there's no way there's not going to be a ton of crinkle paper inside. So I'm not criticizing them. It's just funny. As an unboxing experience, I really wish that there was something that I could do about that. Now that I'm doing it, you know, in a different context. So here we've got a huge jar of the Aloe lotion base. This is the ingredient that I was a little bit nervous about because this is a face mask. I don't know all of the ingredients in this Aloe lotion base, and any kind of lotion base on your face seems like it could go wrong, but I mean, they know what they're doing, so we'll just see. We've got some really gorgeous rose clay right here and a very large amount. So a small amount of rose clay and a much larger amount of the kaolin clay. Rose clay is always my preference because it's really good for sensitive skin. It's really good for aging skin. Kaolin clay is nice because it's good for any type of skin. So I see why they would add more of it than the rose clay. I, of course, you know, I guess I'm just being picky that I want more rose clay. Again, everything is in these Ziploc bags. I think that the quality of the bag needs to improve. It's just a little sticker on it. And it has some rose clay stuck to the outside. I was wondering if it was like actually in the bag, but it's not. It's stuck to the outside. So I'm not sure if these bags are completely cleaned before they're like prepped for shipping. It seems like there's some dust and debris on the outside. These are plastic, not glass. That's a little disappointing. It would be so much nicer if it were glass, but it could break really easily during shipping. It would make it so much heavier. It would make it more expensive. Plastic is definitely much more practical, but from the photos, I just assumed that they were glass, and having 4 glass jars like this included in the set was a big part of what made this feel so special for me. Oh, look, we've got a pipette right here. If you remember in the candle kit, I was complaining that we didn't get a pipette, but we've got one right here, so that's great. I can always use it, wash it, use it later for other purposes. So buying more than one kit apparently was the way to go. Here we've got lavender essential oil. So this is our first essential oil, not a fragrance oil that's been included in a kit. That is really great because I certainly don't want to put fragrances on my face. And we've got rose extract right here. Let's smell this. Very light scent. Probably wouldn't pick it up at all, but we'll see once we start pouring, once we start mixing, if that scent comes out once it hits the lotion base. All of these supplies are really nice. This looks really straightforward. Again, the supply that these kits have been missing are a way to stir and mix these ingredients. We need a bowl to be able to put this together, but I think that this is a little bit more doable than, say, the candle kit, where you need something that's a little bit more specialized. The only thing that we're missing that we really need is, say, a whisk or popsicle sticks or a way to stir all of these ingredients together. This, to me, feels like this is going to be the best for somebody that doesn't already have equipment or like a setup for making these kinds of things in their home. So let's go ahead and see what's in the next one. This is the biggest of all of the kits, so just based on size, I'm probably most excited about this one. It's a Galaxy Bath Bomb Kit. can't even get this open. It's like so huge. Oh my God, I had to fight this thing. All right. Instructions. Again, we've got more labels here. Let's actually read what the kit includes. We've got molds, baking soda, citric acid, polysorbate, orchid extract, night violet fragrance oil, orchid mica, super pearly white mica, gold sparkle mica, alcohol, witch hazel in a spray bottle, and gloves. This sounds incredible. This actually sounds like a really great recipe for making bath bombs. I'm going to open this up again because I want to see the labels. These look so cute. Now, come to think of it, I didn't really notice this last time. Interesting. Okay, so this is just a whole sheet of sticker paper. These labels, you have to hand cut them. So they're not going to look perfect. They're not going to look die cut. It's just as easy to buy pre-made circle stickers and have them printed inside of the circle, or just have something that's professionally die cut. I don't see the point of having a sticker sheet, having all of this waste right here, and then having to hand cut them. They're not going to look as good. That seems like a bit of an oversight, but these are really nice sticker labels. Again, full color instructions on how to put everything together. Let's get underneath all of this surprise creator, the crinkle paper. There's a lot of stuff in here. I've got my spray bottle full of isopropyl alcohol. It's 99%, so this is a really high grade alcohol. We're going to need that for bath bomb making. We've got witch hazel right here, which is not something I've ever used, but very, very interesting. I like the idea of that. We've got another pipette right here. A pipette just in a plastic bag. This seems very unnecessary. I think that the pipette could be attached to something in a very cute way. I think that there's probably better ways to package that. Again, we've got another one of these paper sacks. This needs to improve. This is not cute. Here are our molds. We've got a lot of molds that come in this kit. Here we go. It comes with 2 pieces. So let's just take a look at the pieces and how they fit together. So we've got this bigger portion. This is where our bath bombs are going to go in. And then we add this lid so that they can stay pressed, stay nice and firm, and they'll set for 24 hours before we pull them out of the mold and before they're ready for use. So we've got tons of both pieces right here. That's really cool. We've got a huge bag of citric acid. I think a bag like this would cost $10 in and of itself, and I'm pretty sure that this is a $30 or $40 kit. So just in citric acid, I think that you're getting a really good deal on this kit. And we've got a huge container. This is 2 pounds of baking soda. This is going to make a lot of bath bombs, and this is a lot of baking soda right here. So this is not as expensive, obviously. I know that everybody is familiar with getting baking soda at the grocery store, but it's still a lot, and it makes the kit really heavy. It makes it heavy to ship. And we've got a few little bags inside of here. So let's check out all of these bags. And then we've got a few more bottles. Again, we've got gold sparkle mica just inside of a plastic bag. This is not the best way to package this. This would be much better in a bottle. Here's some really beautiful violet colored mica as well. Has so much shimmer and shine. And then here we've got our pearlescent mica. Off the top of my head, putting this together, it's probably going to be easiest if you actually cut the bag open instead of trying to open it and dispense this mica from the top, which makes this not terribly ideal to work with. The fact that we're going to have to cut this bag, we're going to have to use the whole thing at once or have something else ready to store this in. But otherwise, it's going to cake up around the lip of the Ziploc bag. It's going to go everywhere. It's going to make a big mess. And all of these, there's mica all over the outside of these bags, and there's tons of mica up here. This is not, there's a better way to do this. This should look a lot nicer, cleaner. This could have a hang tag on top of it. This could be inside of a bottle instead of a bag. All of that can improve, and then I wouldn't have mica on my hands. I would just have mica in my bath bombs. And we've got our bottles right here. We have 3 bottles that came inside of a bag together. The Polysorbate 80, which says emulsify. I assume this is supposed to say emulsifier, and there's just a typo, but it says emulsify. This is the Orchid Extract. The label is sideways. I wish it were labeled a little bit better. And it's a scent, I think, so we'll smell it. I don't smell anything. I don't know if this is supposed to be a scent. It says Orchid Extract, but it doesn't smell like anything to me. And last we have Night Violet Fragrance Oil. Now this is definitely going to have a scent. This is the first of all of the scents. This is the first one that smells like a fragrance oil instead of like an essential oil. It doesn't really smell fresh and clean. I don't love this, especially for Night Violet. Violet is not a common essential oil. It's not even common, in food and baking as an extract, but this is definitely something that we could find in a more natural form. And I think that I would personally like it better. Maybe other people would like it better too. I'm not sure, but I don't love this. Those are all of the supplies inside of our bath bomb kit. Our biggest kit that I'm actually really excited to make, even in spite of the mild criticism that I gave it. So now we've got one last kit, and it's another soap making kit, so let's check it out. Now we've got our last box right here. It's a citrus slice soap kit. Not easy to say, but it looks really cute. Again, this one is the messiest with these crinkle paper pieces. Let me show you how long it takes me to do this. I just take my hand, pull out the extra strings. It's actually a lot of extra strings. It's going to take 15 seconds. We'll take a look at the box one more time and see if you think it looks more professional than it did before. So 15 extra seconds for a much more professional product. I would say it's worth it to just pull all of that and clean it up before it ships. So here we've got our kit and our instructions. This looks so cute. Look at this for lime, lemon. I mean, what is that? I guess grapefruit, and orange. Or I guess this could be blood orange too, and that would be fun. Something that's missing from all of these kits that we have right here, I always think it's nice to have things right on top so that when you open up the kit, you can really get excited about the contents right then and there. With a lot of these kits, we open it up, there's the instructions, but then you have to dig through all of the crinkle paper to get to all the good stuff, which the crinkle paper buffers everything. It's something we need to have inside of the kit. I totally understand, but certainly items like this could go on top and just make it more of an unboxing experience instead of something that we have to dig to get to. Oh my God. I found all the pipettes that weren't included in the candle making kit. That's hilarious. I guess for this kit, we use the individual pipettes for the individual colors, but that's certainly not how I'm familiar with making soaps. So when putting this together, would have to read the instructions really carefully to make sure that I'm doing it right. So we have a bottle. Ooh, candied citrus. Candied citrus fragrance oil. So much electrical tape. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So this is the first of any of the bottles of fragrances, of essential oils, any of the bottles that we've had. This is the first one that has a dropper vial lid, which is really interesting because intuitively these pipettes would go for the fragrances, not necessarily for the colorants. The colorants would be something that would be melted down with the soap base and then poured in, from the big bowl that we're using. But this one actually has its own dropper, which is unusual. I don't understand why several of the kits had bottles like this with no dropper, but this one has it. It would be nice if all of the bottles were the same. That would make me feel more comfortable. Now I'm confused why some of my kits have different dropper vials and some of them don't. Again, that's something that we can check out in our instructions. Hopefully it'll say, but it's not intuitive. This smells amazing. It's a fragrance oil. It smells amazing. Candied citrus, it absolutely smells like juicy fruit gum or fruit stripe gum. It smells great. I love it. There's nothing fragrancy about this, perhaps because it's a nice citrus instead of the night orchid or wild orchid or whatever that other one that smelled a lot more fake. And this one feels like a lot of fun. We have a couple more supplies in this kit. We've got our clear soap base. Just like our first soap kit, this clear soap base, it doesn't say if this is glycerin soap, is it Castile soap. It's really helpful for people to know just in case they have allergies. So I wish this was labeled with a little bit more detail. White soap base, I agree with this one as well. I know it's a fun kit and I definitely maybe have like too much experience that I'm like nitpicking it or something. I love all these kits, so don't get me wrong. My criticism is just, healthy criticism, but I do wish that the labels were a little bit more clear. And last, see, these soap kits are where it's at because of these gorgeous molds. This is a really nice mold. Just like the succulent mold in the Succulent Soap Kit, this is a citrus slice mold. I would keep this forever. It's a really high quality. It's so nice. And those are all the supplies in our citrus slice soap kit. So now we're gonna have to make one of these kits. Now we just unboxed 5 different kits from Bramble Berry, from soap kits to bath bombs to candles. So join us next time when we start to put these kits together. My name is Brittany Bly. I'm the founder of Pop Shop America. Happy crafting. And if you want more content like this, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell.